Hello everyone and welcome back to Trivia Fever here with your host Priyadarshan. So as you can see, I'm back at my place. Well, it was an amazing 4 days, a very much required break, I would say that. And yes, it has really, I'm really refreshed after this whole trip. But the quizzing fun and the sporting fun should never stop. So obviously, I'm here with the answers for yesterday's questions and some more interesting new questions from the world of sports for you today. So let's start off with the answers. Here is question number one for yesterday. The International Cricket Council has introduced a minimum age policy for the men and women players to play international cricket. What is the new required minimum age? So the new required minimum age has now become 15 from what was earlier 13. So that is the answer for the first question. Moving on to question number two, here it is. In the English Premier League today, X is facing Y. X is the only non-league team to win the FA Cup following the formation of the Football League in 1888 when they won it in 1901. Y holds the record for highest home attendees by an English club. Y packed 84,569 fans into Main Road for their game against Stoke City in 1934. So what I wanted you to do is name both the teams. Tell me which team is X and Y. The teams that we are looking for is Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City. So I guess for the football fans out there, you would have been able to crack this one. And that brings us to question number three for yesterday. So here it is. He owns the football club in Austria, TFC Matzedorf, for his friends and fellow Austrian players. He is slated to meet Djokovic in the semi-finals of the ATP tennis tournament. Who is this player that we are talking about? So obviously you would have cracked this answer. The answer that we're looking for is Dominic Thiem. I also had a question about him a couple of days ago. So for those of you who would have watched my video, would have known these facts and would have been able to crack this easily. That brings us to question number four for yesterday. I'd shown you a logo of a club and the question was very simple. Which Indian Super League team logo is this? So this is the Northeast United FC. And that brings us to our last question for yesterday. So here it is. Again, you would have been able to see a logo. And the question was the same. Which Indian Super Team League logo is this? So this is our very own from this very city. That is the Mumbai City FC. And that sums up our questions and answers for yesterday. It's time to move on to the the 4 questions for today that are really exciting. So I hope you're ready. You can leave your answers in the comments below. And obviously, I will be giving out the answers for today's questions in tomorrow's video. So here is question number 1. On 21st October 2020, he became the first bowler in the history of the Indian Premier League to bowl 2 consecutive maiden overs in a single match. Name the cricketer who is currently part of the Indian cricket team which is touring Australia. So I want you to tell me the name of this Indian talented player. Moving on to question number 2, here it is. He is an Indian former cricketer who played in 7 first-class matches between 1943 and 1951. He celebrated his 100th birthday in November 2020, becoming India's oldest living first-class cricketer. Who is this cricketer who was recently in the news because of his birthday? So all you have to do is give me his name. And that brings us to question number 3 for today. So here it is. He scored the all-important in the 2020 ISL League. He scored a goal through penalty and helped Northeast United FC win the game against Mumbai City FC. So who is this player that we are talking about? And that brings us to our last question for today. So I hope you're ready. Here it is. This team, along with Chelsea, were the first clubs to play with numbered shirts. This team has climbed to the top of the English Premier League after a gap of 2 years with a win over Newcastle. So which is this club or which is this team that we are talking about? So that sums up our questions for today. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously, I will be back tomorrow with some more answers and some more questions. Well, like I've said before, I'll say it again. If you want any news related to sports and current affairs, you don't need to read the papers, you don't need to Google and find out. All you need to do is just watch this video, because I'll be covering all sorts of sports and I will be picking out the best questions from there. So thank you for watching the video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, please stay safe, take care and good night.